humble, hardworking, gentle, visionary, entrepreneur, simply brilliant. These are the words that describe this man. Born in 1938 in Punjab, the state of Punjab, which was at that time a part of undivided India in Lahore. He was born to a great administrator in the Ministry of Irrigation, late Shri Amarnath Soi. Young boy, 7 years old, Yashpal Soi had to move out of Lahore when India was divided. He moved to Simla, that time a part of Punjab, which of course today is a part of Himachal Pradesh. Yashpal Soi is an entrepreneur, a visionary, a pioneer in entertainment, whether it is radio, star concerts, celebrity events, or even large community organizations. He has been a part of it in his journey of last 50 years in the United States of America. Today with us on this show, The Leading Force, where we host individuals and organizations who have done extraordinary work to make our community shine in the United States of America. With us we have Shri Yashpal Soi. Yashji, welcome to our show.
Thank you very much, Sunil. I think you have said quite a bit. I don't think I deserved all that praise, but thank you anyway.
Well, it's a journey that you have to go through and tell our viewers about this man behind you who came to US in 1966 when there were hardly any immigrants coming to US. But before we start that journey, let's know more about your family. You were born in beautiful Lahore in Punjab. What was life like?
I was very young at that time, but I do remember Lahore known for its delicious food. I remember that. My dad used to take us to the restaurants there. And the culture, the values of the people, very friendly, very open-hearted, and it was all positive.
Now, you were only 7 years old in 1947 when this division took place and you had to move out. It's not easy. You have to leave your friends, you have to leave your neighbors, your school teachers. They are very important part of a formative age, formative life for any kid. Did it bother you?
Yes, definitely was disturbing to all of us. But as the destiny will have it, India was divided into Pakistan and India. And unfortunately, at that time, we had no choice but to move. And then my father's office was moved to Simla. So that was our destiny, and that's where we went.
And what happened to all your property, all your assets?
Well, at that time it was very difficult, if I remember, to transport all those things. Important thing was to move, and important thing was to move safely. I don't know why, but there were some, riots there and all those things. But that's politics, and we were victims of the politics.
Well, politics is not necessarily your main interest, but
Yeah.
you suffered because of it.
Yeah.
Yashji, how many people in your family?
We are 3 brothers and 3 sisters.
Oh, nice.
And but they are all now grown up and all that. I'm married to a very wonderful lady. She's American. We just celebrated our 40 years of marriage.
Yeah, we'll come to that in the second part as we grow into the show. You moved to Shimla and then you studied there early, and then you guys moved to Patiala.
Yes, Shimla, I did my high school in that beautiful summer capital of British, used to be called Shimla. And then we came to the palaces of Maharaja Patiala in Patiala. I did my pre-engineering there. And then again, my dad moved to Chandigarh. And so we were in Chandigarh.
Now, Chandigarh itself is one of the most modern, elite city of India. And you chose to move out of even Chandigarh and you started your journey to US. Was it a part of your dream or something?
Yeah, back there, I always wanted to come to America because of its history, its people, its progress, its democratic values. I had a dream to come, and my dad was being administrator in irrigation department. He wanted me to send to the best university, who is the best in engineering, especially irrigation engineering. And so I came to Utah State in Logan, Utah, Mormon country, and I did my bachelor's there.
Now, it must have been quite a cultural shock, coming from, even at that time, despite being, a great city of Chandigarh, America is America. And you must have felt something very different.
It was a total change, but the dream was stronger than the change. And it kept me going. I was looking forward to it. I remember I took from Delhi, Scandinavian Airlines, spent a night at Glasgow. Everything was new. Next day, coming to New York, spent a night in New York. Then next day, I flew to Salt Lake City. And from Salt Lake City, Utah, I went on a special four-seater plane.
Wow.
And when landed in Utah State University in Logan, Utah, passing over a beautiful Salt Lake and beautiful mountains, and here I was in America.
Was it kind of reminding you of your own Shimla?
In a way, Shimla I have very pleasant memories of. In a way, that was true because the university was in Utah Valley, and it was so beautiful and colorful. I felt in a way at home, except for the food.
And you came from Lahore, where food is the world-renowned item, I would say.
Yes.
So how did you cope up with food? Most of us who come from
food
India,
in the very beginning, it was French fries and canned beans.
Okay.
I was at that time basically, as you know, in India people are vegetarian, but then I started eating chicken and all that, and slowly I became an American.
Did you cook?
Actually, I was known for good cooking.
Okay.
On every Saturday when we had off, all the my friends, Indian friends, will come to my dorm and we would cook chicken and chickpeas and kidney beans and all that, and some vegetables, and we would have a party, and then at the end of the day did a singing session.
Wow.
And that was our weekend.
Now, see, you had a huge pressure of immigrating to a new country, very, very alien to you. You just said food was an issue. And then there is a pressure of studies, very demanding. You were just laying the foundation of your life, which is your bachelor's in engineering.
Right.
How did you manage, cope up with this? You're away from your parents, and of course there was no cell phones making a single call to India. So how did you manage the balance between these challenges?
Actually, coming to America was so exciting and adventurous. Although at night when you were ready to sleep, the memories of your parents, your brothers, your friends who have spent times with you and great times with you would come to your mind. And sometimes you'll have a tear or two. But at the beginning of the day, at 7 o'clock, you are ready to go to school. You're ready to get going with your engineering degree, because there was no going back. It was the destiny to accomplish the goals which we promise our parents, and our own vision that we are going to accomplish that. And that will, that urge, that feeling made you work harder and harder so that we can get to the place we said that we have to reach.
Very, very determined personality.
Yeah, I think in those days that was the only way, because if you felt disturbed by the thoughts back home and you became fickle-minded, your journey could have been finished right there and then.
And like you said, most of the immigrants, when they have come to this country, what they say, back against the wall, they have to prove it.
Yes.
They have to make a success out of it.
Yes.
And with that kind of determination and the brilliance that you have and the educational foundation you had, I think it was bound to happen.
Most important is that you have to prove to yourself that the dreams you cherish, you have to reach them, and so you have to keep that goal in mind, and having that goal in mind, and also your faith in God, and your prayers work with you, and then blessings from your parents and their dreams in you kept you going.
Are you a religious person?
I am. I'm a very spiritual person. I'm not much of ritualistic, but I believe in the Almighty, and I believe in the special spirit, and I have time and again gotten the energy from that brilliant star up there in the skies.
Oh, very nice, very, very nice. And before we move on to the next part of your life's challenges as you moved out of Utah with glorious success in your educational accomplishments, we'll take a short break and come right back after that. Stay right there. We'll be right back, the leading force with our own most decorated individual from Indian community, Mr. Yashpal Soi.